You hear a lot these days about men doing the bare minimum in dating, as if easing into a connection were some kind of moral failure. But the deeper truth is this. In the early stages, doing less often serves a man far better than rushing in with everything he's got. Relationships rarely fall apart because someone didn't dazzle hard enough on day one. They fall apart because the pace was too fast, the expectations too high, or the whole foundation was built on performance instead of presence. When a man chooses to start slow, he isn't holding back out of fear, he's building wisely. He's giving the connection time to mature, space to reveal its strengths, and room for both people to show their real character. That's not carelessness, that's intentional, disciplined strategy. Now, first reason, avoiding unrealistic standards. When a man begins a relationship by operating at full throttle, extravagant dates, constant attention, big gestures, and gifts that outpace the level of trust or connection, he sets a standard that almost no real human life can maintain. People adjust quickly. What feels generous in the beginning becomes routine by the third or fourth time. And once it becomes routine, it no longer feels special. The wow quietly shifts into that's the least you can do. And once you're in that space, the man isn't receiving appreciation. He's managing expectations. The same effort that used to impress now just barely maintains the peace. That's how early enthusiasm turns into future resentment, because he didn't just open strongly. He built a bar he'll be punished for failing to meet. He wasn't wrong for wanting to show care. He was simply building the foundation on sand. The wiser approach is to begin with a pace that's natural, sustainable, and steady, something that reflects real life, not a performance. When those early steps are measured and truthful, he gives himself the freedom to increase his effort over time rather than decrease it. And that's where the magic happens. The bigger gestures, the intentional surprises, the thoughtful moments all carry weight because they're rare and meaningful, not routine and demanded. Instead of running a race he can't win, he's laying down a rhythm that both people can follow. By starting smaller, he preserves room for growth, protects his energy, and ensures that his generosity feels like a gift rather than an obligation. That's how lasting relationships are built, not with fireworks, but with a pace you can walk for miles. The gratitude paradox. Why overgiving backfires? One of the strangest truths about human nature is this. Gratitude rarely holds a relationship together. It feels noble, it sounds beautiful, but it isn't a long-term adhesive. When a man gives too much too soon, overwhelming generosity, constant favors, emotional overinvestment, he often creates a silent pressure inside the other person. Instead of feeling closer, they start feeling indebted. And indebtedness doesn't create warmth, it creates distance. Most people don't enjoy being in a position where they receive far more than they can reciprocate. It stirs guilt, not connection. And guilt has a way of twisting the emotional atmosphere. They may stay for a little while because walking away feels ungrateful. But that's not love, that's discomfort. Overgiving becomes the very thing that pushes them out. It turns a budding connection into a moral dilemma. Let the relationship breathe naturally to give it a level that allows both people to stay balanced. When effort rises slowly and steadily, both partners have space to respond, to match, to reciprocate without strain. There's no emotional debt, no silent scoreboard, no pressure to pay back a generosity they weren't ready for. The connection grows because it feels good, not because it feels owed. And here's the deeper insight: people bond through mutual contribution, not lopsided giving. When a man learns to give in proportion to the stage of the relationship, he creates something stronger than gratitude. He creates comfort, safety, and genuine desire. That's the kind of foundation that lasts. Reason 2, establishing proper reinforcement. Every relationship functions on reinforcement, whether people realize it or not. When a man begins with measured, modest effort, he creates a natural feedback loop. Good behavior leads to better treatment. Mutual respect leads to deeper investment. And appreciation grows step by step. It's simple, it's clean, and it's sustainable. But when he pours on the affection, the effort, and the generosity right from the first moment, he unintentionally trains the other person to see that level of treatment as the baseline. Now, there's no room for growth, only the threat of decline. Instead of reinforcing gratitude, he reinforces entitlement. Not because the other person is bad, but because he taught them that exceptional effort is just how he operates. And once that becomes the lesson, pulling back feels like neglect, even when he's simply returning to normal life. The better strategy is a gradual one, where effort increases in harmony with the relationship's development. When a man rewards kindness, consistency, and emotional effort with more of his own energy, he reinforces the behaviors that make the relationship flourish. And when he withholds big gestures until genuine compatibility is shown, those gestures maintain their meaning. They feel earned, not expected. This creates a relationship dynamic where both people rise together, each step building on the last. Instead of setting himself up to disappoint, he sets himself up to inspire. And little by little, he creates a bond built on fairness, reciprocity, and real incentive to keep growing. And third reason, filtering for genuine attraction. One of the smartest reasons for a man to start slow is simple. It reveals who's genuinely interested in him and who's just interested in what he can offer. When the early dates are modest, a walk, a coffee, a simple meal, the spotlight shifts away from the performance and lands squarely on the connection. Is she engaged? Is she curious? Does she enjoy the time, even when there's nothing flashy to impress her? These early moments tell the truth. If a woman only shows enthusiasm when the man is spending heavily or putting on a grand show, that's a sign she's attracted to the benefits, not the person. And that kind of attraction fades the moment the perks slow down. Starting small protects a man from confusing excitement over his resources with genuine affection for who he is. But when a woman shows up fully, even in the simplest settings, that's a different message altogether. It means she's investing emotionally, not materialistically. She's choosing the connection because it feels good, not because it pays well. Low-effort beginnings act like a natural filter, clearing out anyone who's chasing status, comfort, or convenience instead of compatibility. And here's the gold. The women who stay through the slow start often become the most loyal, grounded, and sincere partners. They're not impressed by the show. They're moved by the substance. By keeping the beginning simple, a man discovers who's truly there for him and who would have vanished the moment the spotlight dimmed. That's not being cautious. That's being wise. Finally, who stays is who matters. When a man starts slow, the people who drift away reveal themselves quickly, and that clarity is a gift. The ones who stay through the simple beginnings are the ones who value the person, not the performance. They stick around because the connection feels real, not because the benefits are impressive. In the end, early restraint doesn't push the right person away. It highlights them. It shows who's genuinely worth building with. If this resonated, make sure to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more video like this. Thanks for being here.